Okay, as part of the Good Stuff Silverton, we're sitting here with Kelly Hilton, who's the president of the board of the Silverton Food Co-op. Now, I've seen the sign, Silverton Food Co-op. This has been going on a while, but I don't know if we exactly know what a food co-op is, in our case, in our town here of Silverton. What is a food co-op, Kelly? How is it different than a grocery store?
Great question. It's different because it's owned by the community. It's owned by the members. You don't have to be a member to shop there, but as a member, you'll get benefits, various types of benefits when the store is open. Currently, right now, the benefits you get as a member are discounts at some of our local businesses. And you have a voice. You have a voice in how the store is run, what is considered local, what's going to be in the store. You get to participate in the store itself.
And I would imagine that if I join the co-op, I'm showing my commitment to seeing this store happen, that I'm a part of the effort to make it happen. But I think you're up against a new stage for this co-op.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Okay. So yes, you are correct. We are at a new stage. We have been in the development of this co-op for 5, almost 6 years now. So those of us that are currently on the board and currently volunteering are standing on the shoulders of those that came before us. And
that's been the signs and the booth at the farmer's market and all the awareness building.
Yes.
Now it's time to do it, I think.
Yes,
right?
so the first part of, we're following a plan that's been put into place and it's been proven to be successful. We don't just make this up as we go along. So we are following what's been put out by what's called the Food Co-op Initiative group. They've been involved in helping startup co-ops, food co-ops, build all over the nation.
So there's knowledge-based precedents.
Yes.
That you're not just winging it here.
And lots of support.
So,
lots of support from them.
So you know it's time now to start that.
Yes, so
campaign.
these last 5-6 years has been part of our membership growth. We have to get our membership base before we can move into where we're at now, which is our capital campaign, and that is going back to our owners and saying, invest in your store. Let's get that money and let's get started. Let's find our location and build the store.
Okay.
Put the shelves in, put the food in, let's go.
Okay, and so you made a comment to me that you're right on time here.
Yes.
Because, I mean, years of building awareness and base takes a while.
Right.
So we've been patient with this, right? You
Yes.
seem to, okay,
Yes.
So we're right on time for starting a capital campaign.
Yes.
We get this going. Now I can walk in the front doors of a co-op, and when I go to the farmer's market, there's beautiful food there. It's all local. It's wonderful. But I might not see that same thing on the same shelf week to week. In a food co-op, how consistent is the food co-op compared to, say, a farmer's market?
Because we are going to be supporting our local farmers and purchasing from our local farmers, owners will decide what is considered local. How far out do we go to get that produce into our store, or our meats, or the dairy, all of that. Let's just say, members, we all decide that it's going to be 200 miles radius for local. In that 200-mile radius, we may not have someone that's going to grow avocados for us on a regular basis.
Right.
And so we're going to have to step outside of that. If we can't find that, we won't, and it doesn't meet our criteria for what the mission of the co-op is and what people want. I mean, the reason we buy into a food co-op is because we care about the food we put into our bodies, right? So consistency is going to also depend on availability in that local parameter.
So you do the capital campaign. Do you know how long, is there a projection on how long this takes, or it's till we get the money and we can do it?
We are limited by the state of Oregon as far as how long we can run our capital campaign. So we do have until the end of September 2021. We are running our capital campaign in a 6 to 8 week period of time. We would like to get started before the holidays.
So the time is now, sense of urgency is in place. Okay.
Yeah.
What can I do if I'm watching this video and I want to be a part of this? Where do I go? What do I do?
You can go to our website, Silverton Food Co-op, and you can sign up to be an owner from there. I'm going to be tabling at the Crafters Market for the next 2 weekends, so you can come down and talk to us.
Down and visit?
Yep, ask a bunch of questions, sign up there if you'd like. Get your yard sign so you too can be part of that group.
So I'm hearing that the sense of urgency is the time is now. If we want to move on this food co-op for Silverton, we need to be involved now.
Yes, there's a lot of availability of buildings out there right now. We've partnered with a commercial realtor that is looking for places. So yes, we would like to secure a site before the holidays can start.
Great. Okay, site's up. It worked. When I walk in the door, what can I expect? Again, the question between
Just
the grocery store.
Awesomeness.
But local products. But how does that work? Like, how deep of a inventory is there? I would imagine it depends on what you can get locally.
True. Yeah. So we had a market study done a few years ago, I guess, and that gave us a projection on the size of store that we're going to be looking for. We're not going to be able to start as big as our local chains here in town, but it'll be a nice size with room to grow as things move on. So you'll have your produce, the things you see at the farmer's market, you will see in the store. Farmer's market will always be there. You'll always have the Saturday market to go to. We'll just have it available 7 days a week.
Right. There's a more readily available access to this. I can get something on a Thursday afternoon.
Exactly.
Right.
And a deli is one of the things that we are really looking at adding to this store too, so that you can come in and get some healthy prepared meals that are made from the produce that our farmers have, or the meats or the dairies that we're going to be having in our store.
When I walk into a grocery store, when I walk into one of the big chain stores, and I see something on the shelf and I just buy it, I frankly don't often consider where it came from, how it was treated, how it was handled.
Most of us don't.
Most of us don't.
Right.
I'll tell you, getting into the food business and opening a restaurant has made me crazy aware of where things are coming from.
Yes.
Is that the same as from me walking into a big store, like a chain store, or going into a co-op? I'm going to know where the food came from.
Yes. You're going to know, most likely, the farmer that grew it or raised it too, because they're our neighbors, they're our community.
So you'll have that communication path on where this came from, how it was grown, raised, cut,
Yes.
harvested.
Co-ops also do a lot of education in the community. So we will have workshops, we will have classes, we'll have, our farmers come in to talk, get to know your farmers. There's nothing more satisfying than purchasing something at a co-op and you know how it was grown because you've talked with that farmer. You've talked with them and you know their practices and you know how they feel about the earth and about the air and about proper soils.
And their practices and all that. Yeah. So the effort is now. The time is now.
Time is now.
Go to the website.
Yes.
Get involved. Join the co-op. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kelly. You're
Thank
part
you,
of the
Josh.
good stuff in Silverton.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by.